Joining the show, the captain, Christine Sinclair. Christine, great to chat with you. And, heading into the Olympics, we had a chance to speak with you and some of your other teammates as well. And you had this mantra, change the color. Do you have a mantra heading into this World Cup?
Not yet. No, I mean, it's our like kind of theme is like climbing a mountain. But in terms of, we don't have that motto yet that, we've had, heading into, for instance, Tokyo, but I'm sure we'll come up with something. I'm sure it's on the to-do list, when we get to Australia.
We know the Olympics and World Cup are two totally different tournaments, but you are the Olympic champions. Do you think you're entering this tournament with a target on your back?
I want to say yes, and I want to say no. So I have no answer. Yes, I think some of the lower ranked teams that we play against, like, see us as the Olympic champions and are like, if they get a draw against us or happen to beat us, it's, they're like, yeah. But then at the same time, I say no because I think we're still like disrespected, and kind of brushed aside, and what we did in Tokyo was a fluke. So yeah, there's still, I think, a little bit of a lack of respect from some of the top countries in the world, and we're okay with that.
They're calling your group the group of death, but do you feel like Canada is giving this group that reputation because you are perennial contenders?
Well, no, I mean, it's exciting. You think of, like Nigeria, you never know what you're going to get with them. And then Ireland, I mean, they're good. I mean, they recently played the US and the games were very, very close. They defend well. And then Australia, I mean, I'm sure Australia, when our name was pulled in their group, was not the country that they wanted. With us being in pot two, there, you know what I mean? So it makes for an interesting group, and heck, it's exciting. That's why we go. You go to a World Cup, you go to Olympics to play the best, and test yourself against the best. And we're just going to do it right off the bat.
Christine, if my math serves me correctly, your first World Cup was 2003. Do you still get nervous?
Oh, heck yeah. Absolutely. In terms of like friendly games or like club games, I've definitely like reined those in. But man, when it's like a World Cup, Olympics qualification, it's yeah, it means you care. It means it matters. And you put that pressure on yourself. It's exciting. It's why we play. You know what I mean? Like World Cups don't come along very often, and yeah, you get a little nervous for them.
How have you also seen your role evolve from 2003 to what your role is going to be?
Yeah, I mean, when I started with the team, literally it was just like boot the ball as far as we can, you know what I mean? And like hopefully Sink will put it in the back of the net. No, I mean, we just played a direct style and I was fast, and it's just how we went. And now definitely a leader on the team, definitely pride myself on the impact I can have on the younger players, and whether it's their first or second World Cup, helping, yeah, just letting them know that it's okay to be nervous. I still get nervous, but ultimately it is just another game that they've played hundreds and hundreds of before.
We know this is a special group, a tight-knit group, and the way the year started, it was very tough. The She Believes Cup and all the distractions that were happening off the pitch. What did you learn, though, about the resiliency of this team?
I told the team this during the She Believes, was like, there's no other group I'd rather be going to battle with, on and off the pitch. I think what I learned, I think what our team learned, though, with the She Believes, was that there is a limit to your energy. And through those games, you could just see that we were like a deflated team, that didn't have the energy that we usually have. We didn't have the fight that we usually have. So I'd say that what I've learned is that, yes, we're going to go to battle. But once it gets World Cup time, the off-field battle has to end.
Ticket sales for this World Cup are through the roof. How have you seen the women's game grow, and how much more do you think there is to go?
I mean, the growth has been insane. I mean, just thinking about when I first joined the national team, when I first played professionally, just like the standards, the exposure. I mean, like I said, we finished fourth in a World Cup, and I don't think, I mean, besides your diehard soccer fans in Canada, I don't think anyone really cared. And now you just, especially in Canada, you see the growth of the game with the women's team success, the men's team success. We're heading down to tournaments now with expectations on our backs, and it's exciting. It's, you know, what I've wanted my entire career. But that being said, there still is a long way to go. And obviously for Canada, we're still fighting to sign a CBA. And it's one that will be equal to the men's. So that's exciting, but obviously in the professional game, there's still a long way to go. I mean, I just sometimes try to wonder if I was a male player, what my life would be like. And I'm sure it'd be a little different than it is.
Christine, there's a lot of love for this team, and the fan base, they have their expectations, given that you are going in as the Olympic champs. But what are your expectations at this World Cup?
I mean, we're going there to win it. Look, I have to be realistic. Like, we're going there to win it, but so are probably, I'd say, 6 or 8 other teams. And it's the exciting thing about the women's game. It's growing, it's developing. There's up and coming countries that will surprise some teams at this year's World Cup. But yeah, we're going there to win it. And I think what Tokyo showed us was that we're capable of it. You need a little luck. You need sometimes the ball to bounce your way, but we're right there. And shoot, if you're not going to win it, why are you even going, you know?